Hello and welcome, I'm Raziel, and kind of take this like the final chapter. It's a horror game, so take it in that sort of genre of the final chapter. It's intended to be the final chapter, but most probably is not going to be that way. I'm sorry, but I'm going to give you a quick summary of what has happened and the whole thing from start to finish. And it's going to be very quick, very brief. So you get an idea of what's happened. And my point of view, which by the way people seem to miss, is I don't care what side of the aisle this happened to. Okay? I do not care. To me, the side of the aisle it's happened to is irrelevant. The fact it happened is the problem. Alright? That's it. So, quick summary. Someone posted four pictures of French Crusade on Facebook, said to someone, hey, you liked 40k, maybe you like this. And then someone quote retweets them and says, hey, you don't want to you're the side that doesn't want to make things political, but you make it political anyway. And someone goes, how is this political? That's how it pretty much started, alright? Then people went on to the official Discord channel. I've got to say that it's a channel, not a server. And we're talking about it. Then all of a sudden people start being banned for arbitrary reasons. You know, they were talking about the law. They were asking why people are banned. You know, just arbitrary reasons they were being banned for. Trench Crusade took a lot of flack for this originally. Okay, they took a lot of flack. But then people discovered that the server itself, which hosted the channel, was done by 28mag. So people started to give Trench Crusade the benefit of a doubt, which is quite right. They should have done that. It's not their server, it's not their channel, it's someone else's. They should have given Trench Crusade the benefit of a doubt, which absolutely correct. Then Trench Crusade comes out and says they defend it, like they did the right thing. They were all for their decision, they backed their decision, and then that's where we are. Okay. So far, there's a little bit more to this afterwards, which I wish to comment on as well. What I think the response was, hey, I'm Captain Hindsight. The response they did, the backlash they did, was the wrong way to do it. Suddenly jumping to that, you're only banning us because we're right wing, because we jumped ship from 40k, because we did all this stuff, right? Complaining because you believe it was your political stance, that is the reason we were banned, which it most probably was. Mag28 tends to be a very far left, progressive magazine, well, magazines. So it was very most likely to be that. I'm not defending, I'm just stating the for clarification, okay? So that was most highly likely the reason. Now, when you jump straight back to defending your political stance and that's the way you're going, people are going to switch off. They're going to go, oh God, really? This stuff's still happening, the left versus the right. We want politics out the hobby. We don't care which side of the aisle you're on. We want your politics out. Full stop, just out. And when people were complaining that, you know, it was the right wing people getting banned, people were switching off. They weren't gaining support because people just didn't care. The way it should have been done, and the way it looked to me, was a customer service issue. It was a very bad customer service. I don't know what you want to use the next word. It was very bad customer service. It really was. That's what it was. Bad customer service. That's it. That should have been the argument you used. Look how bad Trench Crusade's customer service is. They ban people for no reason. They just ban people. You would have got far more support if you went down that route rather than the political route. If you just said, and people go, well, why were they banned? What were they saying? Would be the first questions. They go, I don't know. They were talking about the law. They were asking why people were banned. We don't know why. It's really poor. This is not great customer service. And it's not. And that's the way you should have looked at this, as a customer service issue, not a political issue. When you brought politics into it and made it this part of this culture wars, whatever's happening, whatever you want to call it, you just made people going like, yeah, we just don't care either side. We don't care. If we like a game, we're going to play the game. I didn't leave and stop talking about Games Workshop because of the female custodies. I didn't stop because of that. I've made this clear. I've made this very clear. The quality of the rules were going down. The prices were going up. The customer service is appalling. Their marketing is appalling. I left for reasons which, as a customer, we should leave. And that's the reason you should have done it. You should have done it as a customer service issue. Alright? And nothing more. That way you would have gathered more support. You would have garnered more support for you. You would have seen people going, okay, if this is a kind of company we're dealing with, which will just ban you for no reason, I don't want to deal with them. Why would I want to deal with someone who I could just be arbitrarily banned and for asking about the law? Why? That just seems stupid to me. And they will be on your side for this because it shows a poor company. It shows a company that doesn't care about its customers. It shows a company that would happily not want you to buy their stuff because reasons, literally. But as soon as you brought politics into it, just sort of shut people out. People went, yeah, just don't care. 90% of the wargaming hobbyists do not care about politics. We just want to throw dice, read books, and have fun. Enjoy what we do. We want to sit there and paint models. We want to sit there and play with friends. We don't want people yammering on how the left is bad or how the right is bad. We don't want to hear any of that. We're sick and tired of it. We can't go into any discussion about comics, movies, war games without someone bringing some form of politics into it. It's getting dull and boring. People just want to read comics because they're enjoyable. They want to watch movies because they're fun. They want to play video games because they're fun. They want to play war games because they're fun. We want to be entertained, not talk that. We want to talk about how the law is cool. I love talking about the law of Wild West Exodus. I make 3 videos a day, only a week I should say, solely based on Wild West Exodus law. Nothing else. And those are the videos I enjoy making more than these commentary videos. I know my commentary videos get more views, but I would prefer to talk about the law of Wild West Exodus because it's a fascinating setting. The dystopian age to me is a fascinating setting and I love talking about it. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about how it's, left versus right or how some people are infesting it. I want to throw dice, I want to read books and have fun. Nothing else. That's all that's important to me in a hobby. And it's any hobby this counts with. Now, the second part, which I'm going to be kind of brief on, is some of the responses I've seen, which I have found absolutely distasteful. I think it's appalling. And this is just the worst thing people could say. They are cheering on this move. If you cheer on or you enjoy or try and entertain people with people being banned because you don't agree with their political stance, you are not a good person. You're a bad person. I would say it would be almost evil is your mindset. And I'm not using hyperbole here. I'm being straight up honest. The moment you start cheering on that people from the opposite political stance, again, this doesn't matter if you're left, if you're right, if you're cheering on that the people from the other political stance is being banned, you're not a good person. Everyone should enjoy every hobby. And they should enjoy the hobbies because they're entertaining. They find something in that they enjoy. Okay? Cheering on that people just because their political stance is being banned, you are not a good... I'm trying not to swear. You are not a good person, alright? Not at all. I try to be apolitical in my videos. I don't like taking a side. I don't. I want to just talk about the hobbies. I'd rather make a video about how, what's Mantic's doing next, what's Warcradle doing next. Stuff like that. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how the state of wargaming is at the moment. What games are coming, what models look like. All of that cool stuff. I want to talk about how one company's better than the other. How stuff like that. Reviewing a model every Thursday from Wild West Exodus really, really makes my day. I love talking about that stuff. That's the stuff I enjoy. Talking about how people are being banned from a Discord server, and then people complaining about being banned from a Discord server, piques no interest in me. It piques no enjoyment from me. It just, you should have just make this a customer service issue. This is what it was. It was a customer service issue, nothing more. And if you're cheering on people being banned because of their different political stance, you're not a good person. I didn't do any gatekeeping. I was adamantly against gatekeeping. Always have been. If people want to get into a hobby and spend their money on a hobby and enjoy the hobby, do you know what? More power to them. I don't care about your political stance. I don't care about your sexuality. I don't care about your race. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is that you're getting something in life that you enjoy. That you're doing something that you can relax with. You are doing something. Okay? Everything else is irrelevant in my opinion when you're talking about hobbies. Absolutely everything. And this idea that everything has to be political is a stupid idea. Get that out of your head. Not everything has to be political. Things can just be fun for being fun. And that's it. Just have fun. Enjoy your hobby. Like I said, I'm calling this the final chapter because horror game, and probably won't be the final chapter, and I got to hope it will be. And I'll see you all in the next video, which will be up later tonight, which is a story. It's Friday, so it's story time, isn't it? So something about the Wild West Exodus. Someone in a Wild West Exodus setting is going to get a story today. Not telling you which one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you all in the next one. There is a link to Winning Games down below if you wish to buy some minis, and you get free delivery off to £20, and the delivery is awful quick. I have never had issues with a delivery, but they haven't redeemed themselves so well on. I mean, getting a delivery on a Sunday was fantastic. Okay. Then there's Forbidden Planet, comics, DVDs, mangas, toys, plushies, etc. All fun, cool, geeky stuff. There is also my merchandise, comics, stickers, and cups, t-shirts, all everyone else does. There is also my comic. The one down there isn't actually Little Red Riding Hood. It's the other one, which is just like an anthology of stories. There's quite a dark one in there as well, about alcoholism. And there's Skyforge. Never forget to click on Skyforge. Give the guy a click. He deserves the love. He's a good friend of mine, and I don't get any money from that link at all. And finally, Patreon, because business. Bye-bye.